Welcome to another video interview brought to you by AIChE's online community, ChEnected. My name is Stéphanie Orvoine-Couvrette and I'm an engineering specialist in AIChE's program development, and I'll be your host today. With me is Joann Lighty, who is a professor of chemical engineering at the University of Utah, and she's also the division director of CBET at the National Science Foundation. Welcome.
Thank you, Stephanie.
So I'm sure a lot of the viewers are wondering, what are some of the opportunities for funding from NSF that chemical engineers should focus on?
So we have several things. We fund initiatives as well as core programs. So I'll talk a little bit about our initiatives first. So one of the exciting initiatives is innovations at the nexus of food, energy, and water. We call it Infuse. And of course, chemical engineering at this meeting has a big focus on that with their World Cafe, and they have a session this afternoon on that, Monday afternoon. So that's a very important thing, looking at those three systems and really trying to understand them. We're going to talk a little bit about understanding the brain and the role of Chem-Es in a panel that we're holding tomorrow afternoon. We also are really involved in resilient infrastructures, how do we make systems, city systems last. We have materials. We do a lot of materials research as well, working with our Division of Materials Research, and we do a lot with chemistry, so our chemistry division. We have 16 programs that range from chemical engineering focus and fundamentals to environmental, sustainability type programs, as well as transport programs. So there's a lot of opportunities for Chemies.
It's a broad range.
A very broad range. And bioengineering. I forgot the bioengineering program and our emphasis on certain biomaterials and bioengineering.
So a few of these opportunities are addressed here, like you said. Can you tell me about what NSF will address during the Understanding the Brain panel?
So we're really looking at several different levels in terms of molecular, cellular, and neural networks, and trying to understand those. And so sometimes I think we think of our brain activity as an electrical engineering focus, but there's also clearly a chemical engineering focus when you're looking at all of those levels and the interactions of those, and how the brain functions, as well as how it might repair itself. And so if you have a brain injury, understanding these different networks, how they might regenerate themselves or resolve themselves. So that's really important. The panel itself is going to be sort of an overview at first, and so people will learn a little bit more about where the science and the engineering is in this area. Several people have actually gotten awards from CBET in this area, and so where they're fit, and so hopefully that'll generate some ideas with the audience. And then an overview of the funding that we've done. And so I should say that CBET stands for Chemical Bioengineering, Environmental, and Transport. So again, a broad range of things, but certainly the bioengineering focus and what we might do in the brain is within that focus as well.
Great, that sounds really interesting. So the National Science Foundation has quite a presence at our meetings. So can you tell me a bit about NSF's involvement in the meetings besides that?
Yeah. So for the last several years, I know for the last 3 years that I've been division director, we've had an information and education area. It's kind of a suite where we bring several program directors, and so people who are interested in our funding opportunities and learning more can sit with the program director, make an appointment with him or her, and talk about their ideas and get some feedback on them. And so that's really important to us. I do this afternoon, Monday, an overview session of all 16 programs, how the division works, and then each cluster, we're divided into 4 clusters, will do an overview presentation. And so if you want to learn more, that's a good place to go. If you can't make that, we also have, after that, a grant writing workshop, and on, I think it's Wednesday, in the Young Faculty or the Young Professionals Forum, also another grant writing workshop. And so quite a few things all over, mostly through Monday through Wednesday, and we do that every year. So this, like I said, is definitely the 3rd year for some of the people involved, and we have quite a few people from the division here working on all of these different talks.
Oh, great. Well, if anyone misses out at this meeting, I guess we'll see you at the next one.
Yep, for sure.
Well, thanks for sharing your thoughts with AIChE and the ChEnected community.
Well, thank you for your time.